Jesus!
Turn me back to normal right now!
Jesus! Jesus! Oh God! Ah! Oh my God!
You got a bunch of ghoulies after me, and I thought you was one of them.
Ah!
Where did he go, man? Oh!
Oh, hi.
The Trapdoor, an absolute childhood favourite of mine. The show which offered a delightful mix of laughter, creepiness,
Oh God.
and complete crippling sadness as it killed off one of its characters in the final episode. The Trapdoor was a British animated TV series which aired on Channel 4 in 1984. It consisted of 2 seasons, with Season 1 containing 25 episodes, and Season 2 containing only 15. And Season 2 wouldn't even go to air until 1990.
Huh.
It even managed to spawn a video game title in 1986,
Oh.
which looks
Oh.
fucking amazing. Oh, wait, no, too much water. 7.8 out of 10. The show was created by Terry Brain and Charlie Mills, and was produced through their own companies, CMBT Animation and Queensgate Production.
Queensgate.
The general plot would involve our 3 main characters living inside an ancient spooky castle, described as being uninviting and dank.
Yeah.
Stands an ancient castle. Deep within this dank and uninviting place is Burke. Oh!
And in this castle would be a mysterious trapdoor, which would feature some sort of strange and unique monster appearing from it in each episode. Some would be friendly,
Oh, hi.
some would be horrifying,
Oh, Jesus!
and some would just be downright strange.
Oh. Jesus! Ah!
The episodes for the show were actually incredibly short, with each only having a runtime of around 4 minutes,
Huh.
which does mean that they would sometimes end abruptly, even if the conflict hadn't even been fully resolved. But on the flip side, it did mean that the pacing was incredibly quick, which was perfect for my little naive mind at the time, which possessed the attention span of a goldfish.
Same.
In this show, we had our 3 main characters, Bert, Boney, and Drut, all of which possess very different personalities. First, we have Drut, the derpy, yet lovable spider. Drut doesn't have any dialogue in the show, and instead communicates in these weird, squeaky, fart-like sounds. Drut isn't exactly gifted in the brains department, and probably has more legs than he does brain cells, as he spends the majority of his time derping around, chasing worms, and knocking into things, much to the annoyance of Bert. Because of this, he's often found to be the Meg Griffin of the show, as he is often the butt of jokes, and receives his fair share of abuse.
Happy then, Drut?
One interesting thing to note about Drut, however, is that in Season 2 he actually produces a litter of baby spiders, despite being referred to as male in the show, even after he's had his baby.
He's feeding his babies.
There's never any mention of another spider in the show, so either he got jiggy off camera, or his species is just asexual. Then we have Boney, sometimes referred to as Mony Boney. Boney is a talking skull, and is unable to move around, so is often found in his favourite spot, which is in the wall alcove by the trapdoor. Boney is voiced by Willie Rushton, and possesses a posh English accent, often referring to Burke as old chap.
Be careful, Burke, old chap.
Despite having no brain, Boney actually comes across as pretty intellectual, and is quite often the voice of reason. Bert also has quite a cynical attitude, and tends to complain a lot.
Personally, Burke, I find it all rather revolting.
Oh, shut up! With one of his key catchphrases, moaning about a headache coming on.
I think I'm about to get a headache.
So despite his higher intellect, it's his moany attitude which often leaves Burke ignoring his advice.
It appears that Burke is ignoring me as usual. He always does.
Speaking of which, we then have our main character, Burke.
Oh,
Hello.
Burke, also voiced by Wee Rushton, is
Ah.
the main protagonist of the show, employed as the castle servant to the mysterious thing upstairs. This can involve him carrying out all sorts of chores, from cleaning to performing dental care and giving sponge baths.
Lovely.
Shall I wash first, sire? Shall I start with these 3 lumps at the back here?
Despite the nature of these chores, Burke for the most part is seen in pretty high spirits, and his favourite task of all of them seems to be the cooking, in which he seems to be quite talented for, often serving up all sorts of crazy dishes, most of them involving the killing and cooking of live creatures.
Lovely.
Which, after seeing the film Paddock,
Oh god, no!
I think I can look at this in the same way as I did as a child.
Oh god!
Things, however, don't tend to go smoothly for old Burke, as he will have to continue deal
Oh,
with
hi.
whatever creature emerges from the trapdoor, leading him to say his
Jesus.
iconic catchphrase,
Old rabbits.
Don't feel too sorry for Burke, however, because after rewatching the entire series of the show, I've come to the realization
Oh.
Burke is a jerk.
Oh.
Why, you ask? Well, as mentioned earlier, he seems to have little empathy for other creatures, as he'll quite often have them cooked and eaten alive in many of his dishes.
Oh.
Also pretty brutal to
Jesus.
the creatures that come out of the trapdoor. Sure, some of them deserve it.
That banana?
In episode 1, for example, there's this
That's the
sleepy
episode
yellow
I
creature
remember.
that comes out of the trapdoor, and it's not really doing anything harmful.
I know this
just
episode.
simply existing. So what does Burke go and do? He sends it up to be eaten alive by the thing upstairs. What the fuck? In another episode, there's this weird round guy, who, granted, is a
That's an
little bit
SCP.
odd. Oh! And what does Burke do? He just walks up and stabs the thing.
Well, call me
Oh.
the Splendid Popper.
It was a
And then there's
balloon.
another episode with this green squeaking
That's
sponge-like
that
creature,
Slimer.
which again, isn't
Hi.
really harming anyone. Yet Burke just walks up to it and savagely beats it.
You asked for it.
Yeet!
Christ, talk about a chef with a bad temper. Makes Gordon Ramsay look tame.
Fuck you.
I'm starting to think that most of these creatures were actually pretty innocent coming out of the trapdoor.
Oh, hi.
Just merely wanted to pop up and say hi.
Hi, Mark.
Hey guys, it was so
Jesus!
beautiful down there in the trapdoor. But my god, is it so good to be out. You all look awesome, by the way. Can't wait to make new friends.
No.
My name is
That's
Barry.
nightmares. Thank you.
Why? But you're probably thinking, well, they're from the trapdoor. Perhaps he thought they were hostile. Which, okay, fair. He may have done. But he could also be just as much of a jerk to his friends. Especially poor little Druck. Burke really doesn't seem to care for Druck too much. Buzz off. I will
Aww.
often get pleasure in seeing him get hurt.
How can I get him down from up there? Druck.
Yeet.
In one episode, Burke gets fed up with Druck running around, so grabs him and drops him down the trapdoor.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you know, where all those horrifying
Jesus!
monsters stem from? Even Boney's just like...
The hell?
It wasn't really nice.
Then when Burke is guilted into getting him back, he doesn't seem all that concerned.
But he might have been eaten by something hideous. He might have, yes. Still, let's have a go, eh?
And then when they accidentally fish out another
Oh,
creature, he decides to keep that one instead as he thinks it's nicer, and goes about his normal daily life. Jesus, Burke is a monster. No pun intended.
Ooh.
Speaking of monsters,
Well,
though,
yeah.
we finally, of course, have the mysterious thing upstairs that Burke serves.
Ah, that's not where it goes. Oh, well, keep still, sire.
We never actually see this guy on
He
screen,
kind of like the Cookie
but through
Monster,
various
but
descriptions, we understand that he isn't all too pleasing to look at.
I never realized that him upstairs was so repulsive. they only saw the front end.
We do get to see elements of him from time to time, such as one of his teeth, an eyeball, and a very brief shot of his skin.
Oh, God.
There were also some other recurring characters throughout the series, such as Bubo, who was a mischievous yellow
That's a banana.
that's always out to cause trouble. God, I hated this character so much. And not gonna lie, it was incredibly satisfying to watch him get smacked down the trapdoor. This hero who twatted the twat, by the way, is Rob. A lovable, gentle giant who has a lot of brawn, but very little brain. And speaking of Rob, let's talk about the show's ending. So, Season 2, Episode 15 is the final episode of the Trapdoor series, titled The Big Red Thing.
Big Red.
Which, fittingly enough, features the antagonist monster from the very first episode. The monster is once again causing havoc in the castle, and even smacks down the mighty Rog. For the first time ever, Rog shows some anger.
I'm angry. Really cross.
Why is he looking like a gorilla? He walks like a gorilla.
In what ends up being a fight which rivals that of Godzilla and Kong.
Godzilla vs King Kong.
This happens.
He won't move. I'm afraid he's gone.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Actually kills Rog. And the show
they weren't even fighting that much.
Very seriously, as we have the dark lighting, our characters mourning, and the saddening music. It is legitimately upsetting to watch. The characters say one last goodbye, where the episode ends, and the credits roll.
Oh my God. And they have that song.
Seeing this on TV as a kid and just feeling utterly destroyed by this. The fun and wacky TV series I often tuned in to watch just killed off what was probably the most wholesome character in the entire series. But do you know what's even worse? It was a fake out.
What?
Yeah, a fake out. Because the show pulled a Marvel on us.
Marvel.
And at the end of the credit sequence, there was a bonus scene showing us that Rog was actually still alive.
Oh my God.
What? I honestly had no idea this fake out existed until rewatching the series for this review. Because when I originally watched this on television as a kid, my dad wanted to watch something on another channel. So the moment the credits began to roll, he switched over.
Oh.
They also did a similar thing with the end of season 1, where the final episode ends with Burke leaving the castle for good, only for him to reappear after the end credits. But I never actually saw that one when I was younger, so I had no idea that this was a thing. God, all those years of sadness and remorse I kept inside of me, all because my dad wanted to watch the snooker.
No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes.
No.
I just loves a happy ending.
Fuck you. Right, to quell my repressed emotions, let's talk about something I really like about the show. The animation.
Oh, Jesus.
Not gonna lie, I really enjoy watching stop motion. Not
Yeah,
just because of the fascinating visuals it can achieve, but also how you learn to appreciate it on a technical level. The Trapdoor, for being a low-budget TV series, has some really awesome stop motion. From the creative designs of the various creatures to the quirky ways they move about.
Oh, hi.
And there's just so much happening on screen with all the various live creatures scurrying about the place. Terry Brain, one of the animators and creators of the show, who would later go on to work for Aardman Animations, described one chaotic animation technique for when Burke walked through a sea of creepy crawlies. All we did was pour a load of plasticine over the set and take a few frames, wiggle it about, move Burke, and have 2 or 3 actually animated bugs going across the top. The illusion is that they're all quite well animated. I hope.
I mean, yeah, that's so good. Oh, hi.
Is that the animation was actually done before the voices
were recorded, and
a lot of the scripting was improvised or just rewritten entirely. So it's not uncommon you'll see a scene where a character is talking and their mouth is not syncing up properly.
Now you have sealed your doom, little creature. I am going to reduce you to a
That's a
custard
banana.
and you have to put in right upstairs.
Then, of course, there's the music. The show itself doesn't have much music during the episodes, but what it lacks in the episodes, it makes up for with its awesome theme song. You're a fool if you dare! God, it just feels so incredibly 80s.
Yep.
And the show's creators obviously liked it themselves, as episode 15 from season 1 is pretty much a music video featuring the entire song.
Oh.
The iconic theme song of the show was written by songwriter Bob Heatley, who, funnily enough, also wrote the Shaking Stevens hit, Merry Christmas Everyone.
Oh, copyright.
One thing that always puzzled me with this song was the final voice line we get at the end. What? But yeah, that's the trapdoor. A sentimental piece of childhood that I've always held close to my heart. It's just a shame that there was only 2 seasons of this.
Yeah.
Because I feel there could have been much more potential for it. But would I want it to be rebooted?
No.
Probably not. As short as the original series was, I still feel it holds up to this
Jesus.
day. And with the passing of Willie Rushton, who provided the voicing for Burke and Boney, I
Aww.
just don't think it would be the same. Plus, let's face it, in today's modern era, it would no doubt be created using CGI, taking away all of that beautiful stop-motion charm. At the moment, all episodes are available to watch on YouTube, so I'd recommend go checking it out. Just make sure to watch all of it, even past the end credits.
So yeah, that was Trapdoor. So I'm going to do an outro because I don't know how much I got in memory life, or intro rather. But yeah, I was scared. I was terrified of this show. But my mum absolutely loves this show. Even now she does. She still sings the theme tune. So yeah. And news of Super Ted coming back in a couple of years' time. I thought I'll review this. So yeah, check out Steve Reviews. He also did a video on Tugs, and also about the disturbing cartoons. I'll see you soon. So okay, Big Red, over and out.